Just like that, we're live again. Yeah. If you're watching the replay, smash that like button. Hit that thumbs up if you're watching the replay of this. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's actually it's gonna be doing the nice nice last couple days for a while. All right. Eliza's very animated, so you guys will hear Eliza in the background. She's playing with Mrs. Volkow, and she's having a real good time. Why don't I have a... Oh, no. Oh, no. So we're doing a live review. We haven't done a live review in a while, have we? I don't know. All right. So what are we reviewing today? Today we're going to review the ghost pepper Rotel. Okay? This is extra hot diced tomatoes with ghost peppers. What's up, Robert? And there's the ghost peppers right there. Kevin is in the building. That's right. So let's see what it's all about. Player and players. Mark Garcia in the bunk. Yes, thank you, Mark. Oh yeah, you're out there. You're west of us. Yeah, it's like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. So extra hot Rotel. Let's open it up. And anyone that jumps on late can watch. We're gonna open up the can. It opens the can of ghost pepper Rotel. It does this when it's told. All right, so let's see what it looks like. I know there's some juice on there usually, so I don't want to tip this and I don't want to spill it, but that's what it looks like, guys, from the top. Let me toss this top out. All right, I do have a little bowl here. I'll pour it in the bowl. Here's the pour. Imagine that. It's like it's a hot sauce review, but here's the pour, guys. It's a chunky sauce. Holy cow, that's a lot. I can't believe all that is packed in that little can. Wow, man. That's heavy as heck, too. All right, so this is the ghost pepper Rotel. I do got some crackers. I don't have any chips or anything, but I don't see a lot of the... I mean, you know, if ghost pepper's red, yeah, but I don't see any, there's no green chilies. There's nothing in there. All right, so you guys ready? Here it is. Ghost pepper Rotel. Extra hot. Make sure I got a good amount of the juice in there. Now, I don't usually eat Rotel brand. I love this stuff, but I get it. There's an organic alternative at my grocery store at Harris Teeter, and I eat that because it's organic. However, when I seen this, it says ghost pepper, and I gotta try it. I'm feeling a little something in the back of the throat here. Let's try a garlic naan cracker and the ghost pepper Rotel, just to see how it tastes with food, and then we'll do another spoon.
You just don't look like one because you're a tiger.
Tiger.
You said it. I'm a tiger.
All right, you ready? One more spoon, and then I'm gonna give.
I'm a tiger, and you're not.
I'm the only real tiger.
That's my daughter and wife playing. If this is really hot, I'll be screaming.
Into a lot of fighting, so we should probably
The flavor on it's good. I do like the one that has green chilies. I wish this was made like regular Rotel, plus had the ghost pepper. That would be hitting. Smash that like button, folks. Come on, show your boy some love. Hit that thumbs up. So here's the deal. It's got heat.
Did you just say the word leaving?
It's got heat. I could detect a little bit in the beginning, but I had to try. Hey, I'm a gamer. I had to try a little food and yeah. So it's not really an intense mouth burn or anything, but I have a good throat burn and into my chest. I can feel the burn. I can feel the capsaicin. So I am impressed. Let's try. Let's try to make it even hotter.
If you say one more word, describe the word
Let's try.
describing your hat.
I don't have a knife over here with me, but this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna put a nice dollop of this on a cracker
I'm just very upset about my.
and put that hot pepper right there.
Continuing to steal my most prized possession. I'm sorry that I. It's not your most prized possession.
Well, that's got some heat to it. That's real good.
Did you just hit strike? Do you understand how evil?
Heck yeah, Robert. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's got really good flavor. But what if we put some extra hot ghost pepper mash right in there? It's made with fresh pods and powder. Stupid hot. And when you talk about ghost pepper, Uncle Bokaw's a ghost pepper fiend, so I like to go above and beyond. Now let's see what it hits on.
Yelled at me repeatedly, and you've never stopped doing those things. And now that I reacted to.
Oh yeah, that kicked it up a notch.
With frustration, y'all are the worst animals I've ever met. We didn't steal your hat. You don't understand.
You guys hear them playing in there? They're playing. And it sounds so serious. That's why someone in the comments was like, who's screaming? No, they're playing and they're good at it. Like, I think they're in a real argument. Okay, so here it is. Jeremy Fowler in the building. I'm reviewing the ghost pepper Rotel. It does have heat. Now, I did enough spoonfuls of it to tell, and then I put some ghost pepper mash in there to kick it up a little bit more of a notch. It tastes good. I'd rather it have more of the green chilies plus the ghost pepper. I could take it a little bit hotter than it is, but it does got some heat to it. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rotel for actually having something that represents the ghost pepper. It's not crazy hot. You guys are, a lot of you are chili heads, you know, but I know most of you would be able to tell that there's some heat to it. And that's what I'm commending them on. Just like Campbell's Chunky did with the ghost pepper soup. Wow. It slaps. So Rotel, extra hot, diced tomatoes with ghost pepper. See it right there.
Humans don't understand us, and that's why they're
not bad at all. I know Aldi's has, it's not organic, but it's like their brand of this. It's really good and it's cheap. It's like 59 cents a can or 75, something like that. It's really good. It's actually, I think it's better than Rotel, or even better than the one we get. We get an organic one from Harris Teeter's. It's okay. It's okay to put in queso or something, but to make a salsa, that's what I do with this stuff a lot of times. Is use that as the base for a salsa. And then I throw fresh pods in there, some finely diced maybe red onion and some cilantro. Hit it with some lime juice. If it needs a little salt, maybe a little sazon. Bong. And you got a salsa. Trust me, I've been making salsas with this stuff for years. Just grab a can of it and pimp it out. Pimp it out with whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. What's up, Chad? How does it compare to the chicken soup? I'd say it's not as hot. Like the ghost pepper chunkies, like especially when my tolerance dropped and I had a can of it later on and stuff, you can detect it, and it's because it's warm too. I think it hits the back of the throat. I mean, maybe this, if you had both of them cold, side by side, bite for bite, might be equal to it. Or it could be just a little bit less. It's not hotter then, and it's probably maybe not as hot, but it's close. So, like I said, I ate 3 spoonfuls of it. Well, 2 spoonfuls, and I did some on a cracker before I corrupted it. Yeah, I just wanted it a little bit hotter. Trying to make a gusher out of it. Putting the juice inside of this pepper. A couple of pieces of tomato on top. Wow. Oh, yeah. It's hot. Pepper was floral though. A lot of the season end peppers right now, they're floral. But you know what? You know what a lot of people do with their pods, their late season pods? They make powder out of them. No matter how floral a pepper is, when you dehydrate it, there's no more floral. There's bitterness, but usually nowhere near, not even close to the bitterness of a fresh pod. Oh, that was hot. I'm burning good now, guys. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, that feels good. I'm going to miss fresh pod. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'll show you something.
That I have to go. Because you're so
Uncle Boca still got pods to eat for Thanksgiving. Wow, I'm burning good. I got stuff in the dehydrator right now. Made up some pepper flakes this morning. Actually topped off my little special mix right here I got. This is everything. There's some, not many red pods, but it's yellows, whites, peaches, and some unripe pods. This stuff is gold. It's gold. Anybody that orders over Black Friday weekend or whatever, I'm going to throw in some flakes in the package. Woo! I got a nice throat burn going. That's all right, Dale. Wow. But yeah, so I got this full bag of pods right here. This is probably a pound and a half or so. I don't know. You see the little red ones are Primatali's. There's white marugas in there. I don't think I have any of the peach pods left. No, I don't see any in this bag. We've been eating those, but the T-Rex yellows, I got a ton of them in there. Man, they're just awesome. Me and Miss Bulkhouse just had a white maruga and a T-Rex yellow each. Look at this one. It's on the same stem. When I picked it, it was together, and they're both ripening next to each other. See how they're still, the stem's still nice and green, thick. There's a little bit of green on the tips there. They'll last like that. You know what I'm saying? I keep them in the fridge. Beautiful Primotalii. And then there's some, there's some like this. This was just had a little piece of yellow on it, but I picked it through in the fridge. So it's ripening really slow. These will last us well into next week. You know what I'm saying? So some of these big old white marugas in here. Love these, man. I love these peppers. I'm telling you. But I got these I picked like 3 or 4 days ago, right? And then I got another bag. It's a paper towel that's in there if you're wondering. I got another bag I picked 2 days ago. And some of them aren't ripe and some are ripening. But so these with that paper towel in there like that will last in the fridge. I mean, they'll be good. They'll taste good and everything 2 weeks from now, but they'll last 3 weeks, okay? Like this. See what I'm saying? Some of them are half ripe, some are a quarter ripe, some are fully ripe, but they will last. They will last. And some of the ones that are unripe will ripen up in there slowly. So we're going to have fresh pods for Thanksgiving and into December, baby. And I don't know how long they're going to last, but before I'm just like, okay, let's chuck them. You know what I'm saying? I don't let stuff rot or get real soft. I just, I check on it. And with the pods, I eat them every day. I mean, whether I'm buying a box from somebody off season, whether I'm growing them or getting them from one of my farmers, or no matter where the pods are coming from, I keep pods in the fridge and I eat them every day, so I'm able to check them. See what I'm saying? Some people throw a box of pods in their fridge, forget about it for 2, 3 days. Then they'll go in and open them up and just take out two for like a review or something. And they're not really checking them. They're not like, next thing you know, they're trying to pump out tons of content. They review 12, 13 pods. And so, trust me and Mrs. Volkow used to do it. We used to, when we first started this channel, we just would put the pepper review that was like 6 minutes or something up on here. But we used to have, I would record with one phone. I don't know where my old phone is. I wish I still had that, but I don't know, it's gone. But we would record with one phone, and then the other phone, we would be live, on Facebook, Hot Pepper Lovers live. And so our live, whoever watched the live stream, which was not a lot of people, because it's a small group, we just started it, and but still, the live would still be there. But the live we would do, me and my wife would review, like, this stuff's pretty good. I gotta have another bite of it. We would review 3, 4 peppers on the live, but on the phone up here, well, I would record it. So I'd be like, and just like that, we're back again. Lovely Mrs. Volkow with me, upon my left-hand side, and this one is MA War Tricks, and we would record, and then I'd pause it, and when we start back up when we felt like it with another pepper. But it was tough. There's a couple times I'm like, I can't do anymore tonight. But what we're doing is just, we had a good little block, the two of us. We used to do all, most of our videos were together, me and my wife back then. And it was just a lot. It was a lot, she'd have to get ready. We'd have to get the kids settled in and, put something on TV or something for them. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish hope that everything would be all right. And it usually was. It's just like, we just, do these long videos and stuff. And we got tired of it, Took time away from our family. And it was also just, I don't know. It's time consuming and stuff. So, but still, Mrs. Volkow will be on videos. She's not gone. What's good, champ? Yeah, we'll be on. We're gonna be doing some stuff. We just it says all time for men, but we're still uploading all the time. We're putting stuff on the members only thing. It's no big deal. We're here, but Mrs. Volkow, yeah, we'll get her on. Who wants to see a live with her this weekend? It's next weekend coming. I'm gonna be out of town 2 days, slanging sauce, but I'll be coming back, by this time. 2 whole days I'm gone. But we'll have some time. Yeah, we'll do some stuff right here on Uncle Volkow. Can I eat crazy hot stuff, Robert? No, not no more. I mean, I used to. I never had a great tolerance, but I've ate like a whole Primotalii before, and I've done some challenges that, I don't know, like I did the Heart of Fire and Killer Queen 2, and so I've done some of the harder challenges. Death Nuts, I only did a half a box. My wife and me split it, played the 2-player game with that, but I was able to handle. I mean, I'm a chili head. I have a higher natural tolerance than most of the population, but I'm kind of like, how Thai people don't like Carolina Reapers. They say they're too hot. It's just too much. And they love Thai chilies and they love other different kinds of chilies. But I mean, some of them even love, they love bonnets, stuff like that. But they don't dig the Reaper. They're not used to it, and their tolerance either A won't go up, or I don't know, maybe they don't push it to go up or something. But my tolerance going up is minimal. It's almost not noticeable, okay? But my tolerance going down, I know it in seconds when I eat something, but it never goes back to where it was. It's never went back. Even when I tried and I trained and like did challenges every day for like a week and just pushed myself and stuff, my tolerance never went up significant enough, right? Like where I wouldn't notice it if it did. And sometimes I say it didn't. I mean, here's the only way I know that my tolerance can go up just a little bit is because I was eating like a scorpion pepper sauce before I like came into the chili world. Like I grew peppers, but I never know anybody in the chili community. What's good, Noah? How you doing? But yeah, I ended up I I was eating a scorpion pepper sauce, and I mean it was rocking me for like a couple months. And then towards the end, I started to get other sauces and like make my own and stuff. And so it was like it wasn't that bad to me, So I know my tolerance went up a little bit with that because sauces is you can tell, right? So let me admit to something. And this, if somebody else, there's people out there like me, our tolerance it really don't go up like a lot of people's, right? But I think it goes up just a little bit. Like I think that we don't realize it. It's that minimal. So we don't like we don't say yeah my tolerance. No, no. I mean I just I don't know. But I think anyways for everyone, even people like me, I think that little bit of tolerance going up, I think can be noticeable in sauces. I think that like if you go in and you're eating a hot sauce and it's like really, really hot to you, but you push yourself, I think A, you're getting accustomed to the burn, or B, your tolerance might go up a little bit. Now, me, I eat my Mad Mash hot sauce 6 days out of the week. There might be a day where I don't know, I don't have any at work or something just weird, but I eat it. Remember I told you we made a gallon? That's all we have left is half of this jar. Yeah, we go through it. And I've been reviewing sauces and eating tons of other sauces. It's crazy. But that sauce, Bad Mash, still burns me. And I eat it constantly. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. By the way, I don't know if anyone's tried this, but it's a Thanksgiving sauce. And I really can't find anything else to put it on. So I'm going to eat it with my sweet potato. But it's a sweet potato habanero sauce. I'll do a spoonful right now for those that didn't see the review. I don't want to drop any of this in the salsa. That would go really bad. So this is a sweet potato habanero sauce from Trader Joe's, and I bought it just for the heck of it. I was not planning on liking it or getting burned from it. I just bought it because I'm a reviewer. And then I tried it. And I respected it. I just don't know. Besides Thanksgiving, I wouldn't know what to pair it with. But it's a sweet potato habanero sauce. It's got good heat. I mean, they definitely put enough habaneros in it. You taste sweet potato. And then the spices. There's like clove and nutmeg and stuff like that in there. Those spices is what makes it like fall, autumn leaves, Thanksgiving-y, Maybe I could eat it on some Indian food or something like that. Although I made that masala, that mad masala sauce. So that's what I've been eating on my Indian food. So I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's different. Like I said, I don't know what to pair it with. Just because I can't think of something to pair something with doesn't mean that it's bad. There's a lot of sauces out there that are sweet and salty or sweet and savory or something. And it's like, I say, you know what? That'd be good on some grilled mahi, or you know what? That'd be good on some fish tacos. And then I just come to a wall, man. And I'm like, I don't know anything else that I would like that on except those things, right? And I think that's why. Well, because I've had mango salsas and pineapple salsas. I've made those things. Um, love them if, especially if they're the way I make them, on those kind of grilled fish and fish tacos and stuff. So, of course, I know what I'm getting into, right? So when you say, when I hear mango habanero or pineapple scotch bonnet, like I'm thinking of those kind of like fruit salsas that you put on grilled fish, right? So I think that's where I don't know. I can't. I run out of things to pair things with, and it's like I said, it's only sweet sauces that are sweet and like savory kind of mix that I run into that. Because most stuff I could say two, three things. This would be great on pizza. This would be great. Well, this would not be great on pizza. I don't know if I would like it on wings. I definitely don't think I would. I would not put this on breakfast at all. I would definitely not put this on Mexican food. Hell no. Like, what would you have it on? What, man, Thanksgiving. It literally, look, I got some organic sweet potatoes up there. You know, we're going to make some. I'm going to split one open down the middle like you do a baked potato. I'm going to hit it with some butter. Then I'm going to pour this in it. And I bet you know what? I'm going to like it. I'll have fresh pods too. Fresh pods for Thanksgiving. It's got to happen every year, you know? Yeah, these will last us a week. And they will stay perfect. They will stay great without their stems getting all skinny black. They will stay good for a week to 10 days, easy. And then when those are gone, these little half-ripened ones that I picked a day later than them, or 2 days later. Look how good. This is what I'm saying. When these guys, listen, a lot of these guys online sell you stuff. They're ripping you off. Look at that. That is a monster, man. It's ripening. You see it? That's one of those peach ones. I think this is the last peach. It's the last peach one of the season right here.
I know you're just a tiny baby kitten.
Yeah, this might. Me and Miss Boca might split that. I have enough of all the other ones, but look at the condition. Like, that's what you want your stems to look like, guys. Whenever I send out peppers to people, they look like that when they get them. I mean, these are what pulled 3-4 days ago. I don't know. Yeah. You know, I see people buying peppers online off of people on Facebook, and they take pictures of the box when they get it, and the stems are all skinny and black, and I'm like, something's wrong there, you know. I know, man. I've had problems with. I'll tell you now. I've had problems with Florida. Yeah, I got one friend down there. You guys know Linda McNew, Linda's Fiery Treats. No issues with her. And I understand. You get some stuff the pods will get soft. They have this. There's something about the humidity or the fungus. I don't know what it is down there, but I've gotten pods from 3 or 4 other growers that in Florida that when I got the pods, they were all mushy, so bad, and a lot of them had these little gray spots on them, like one spot. So this has been multiple people from different parts of Florida, but yeah, I do know Ben, my boy Benny the Butcher. He's got some. He's good too. He's got Reapers, Yellow Reapers, Chocolate Reapers, but his are good. But him and Linda, everybody else I've ever got pods from in Florida has been a nightmare. I don't even want to buy them from Florida unless it's from one of those guys. I don't have any interest in. I'm not saying everyone in Florida. And I'm not blaming the growers. I mean, I have no clue what they're doing. But here's the thing: when you go out and pick, right? Here's what I do: go out and pick in the morning, okay? Get the stuff ready. Take pictures. If I'm gonna sell a box of pods or 2 boxes, throw it in one of the groups. Someone hits, they're on it within an hour. You know what I'm saying? And then I pack their stuff up and take it to the post office, or else I'll make a label and at least drop it off at the post office that night. Okay. So either way, that thing's headed out in the circuit early the next morning. So less than 24 hours is always my rule. Ship the pods. You can ship them. Some people pick them and go right to the post office. I do that too once in a while. I don't sell pods like that. Like I used to sell, a little bit more a couple seasons ago, and I just don't. But once in a while. Or it doesn't matter. I gave away a lot of fresh peppers this season. So I think my rule is always 24 hours, have it shipped. And I try to have everything shipped in 24 hours. But you pick the peppers. Like, here's the thing. If I'm sending somebody a box and I see this pod, okay, that's perfect candidate. I'm picking it. This one, I'm picking it. It's just starting to it's like just about to ripen. When they get it, trust me, ask Johnny Scoville. I mean, listen, there's been 100 people that can tell you this. When they get their pods, that pepper is perfectly ripe and firm, stem green. Don't pick them when they're. So here's a good example. Check this out. Let's take a look at this. All right. These two peppers, right? This one's ripening. This one's fully ripe, okay? Now, if I seen this on the plant and it just got, I knew, I'm looking at that, I knew it just got ripened, or I'd grab it, it's firm. I'm picking it and sending it off, right? But if you don't, man, this is the problem. People are leaving the peppers on the plants too long, right? You got to stay on top of that. Get out there at least twice a week. You got to pick twice a week, man. If you're picking once a week, unless you're doing a really good job and you got some cooler weather or something, but go out there and pick twice a week. It's the best, man. Get them, but send this to somebody. By the time they get it, it's perfectly ripe. But it's just, yeah. People that pick pods that are ripe, like they're almost soggy on the plant, or, they're, maybe they're not soggy yet, but they're about to be. You know what I'm saying? There's an art to this, man. And that's why I see people like Nick Kemp's. I don't know if anybody's ever got boxes of pods from Nick Kemp's, but you get a box of pods from Nick Kemp's, and they come looking like that. The stems are thick and green, and the peppers are crunchy. And I've never once got even one soft. You're gonna get a soft pod once, but I've never even got one soft pod from Nick. Like, you know what I'm saying? But what does he do? He goes out and picks, and he gets it out that day. One time he sent me a box. He picked the box, went to the post office, and I got it the next day. I was like, what the hell? I don't know how that happened. He lives in Iowa, but it does. I've sent Johnny stuff. Well, he used to be in South Carolina, so he was closer, but I've sent Johnny stuff before, and it's got here. And then one time, Grizzly Heat and Nick Kemp sent me a package the same day, and I got both of them packages the next day. That's crazy. I was like, what the hell? So that was fun times, man. Fun times. But, well, the Rotel. So it doesn't taste bad. I think it's all right. I'm not mashing there. Definitely made it hotter. I'm doing some. I got some stuff in the dehydrator right now. I'm just making some. I gotta mix the ripe and unripe pods in them. Drying out. Make some more flaky flakes. This stuff, man. Look at that. That stuff is gold. Oh, there's a big old chunk of pepper in there that didn't get ground up. Look. That thing's crazy. There's a hole in there I didn't chop up. That's all right. Yeah. Stuff is gold, man. It's gold. I'm gonna put. Matter of fact, this is what's gonna be good. Oh crap! It's going everywhere. Yeah. All right. It's hot. Ooh, oh gosh. I've been eating this stuff on everything. I'm glad I should have enough to get me through the winter. And I'm glad that I've been eating that lately, so I'm not having fresh pods won't hurt me as bad. It can be a bit depressing for some people. If you eat peppers like me and my wife do with our food and with almost every meal, you know, it's the last KSLS in existence. See, it's ripening on the top a little bit. See the yellow? That's the last one there, and that doesn't hurt my feelings. Then it's just gonna sit there. I'll see if it ripens up. Whatever. I'll eat it. Wow, that just kicked it up a notch. That stuff I've been having this powder and flakes on my hands all day, man. My face is burning. It's pretty crazy. All right, let me see some comments because I missed some of them when I was just messing around. The KS are good. That's right. Yeah, Greg. What's up, Greg? Dale's growing 20 different types this winter. Oh, you're growing the winter, Dale? Oh, I think you told me that. Oh, Boxer said a lot of T-Rex yellows. Yes, them things produce like crazy, man. Like crazy. See, I grew the mustard before, and I had my partner grow the yellows for me 2 years in a row. And then he gave me his yellows plants this year. So I just took them and grew them out. But the first year I grew the mustard, and he grew the yellows, but got mustard and red variants off of that. But the T-Rex is awesome, man. When I grew the mustard, I only grew one plant, and it was in between. It was in a raised bed. It was in between two other plants. Well, three other plants where it was located. So I don't remember. I don't think it produced that great, but it's also the mustard. I'm going to tell you right now, I had one mustard plant this year, and it produced the least out of all the other ones. That came from yellow seeds. So I don't know what it is about the mustard, but you know what? Come to think of it, I've had that happen with other mustards. Like when I grew the 7-pot evergreen, the yields weren't that great on that. Gator jigsaws, they did okay, but not great yields. I'm wondering if that's something that's common amongst mustards. I don't know, because I know that I've had reds, chocolates, peaches, but not that many peaches, but chocolates and reds and yellows. Gosh, man, explode with just loaded with pods. I had a scorpion, yellow scorpion, the yellow Trinidad, not the yellow Trinidad Moruga. I bought this plant from a garden center. It was in like July. So the plant was in a little tiny, this much soil, this little tiny thing. The plant's like this tall, but it had like 5-6 peppers on it. So they had all these ones that they just fruited. They were from the nursery, and no one bought them, so they sat there. So the guy gave me like a whole flat of all these plants for, I don't know, like $1, $2. I think it was $1.87 a plant. But there was like 5, 6, 7 pods in each plant. So I'm like, well, shit. I'll just buy the plants for the pods. I kept some of them. I remember actually putting some of them. I just put them in a little bit more soil. I didn't do anything to them. They got a few pods off of them here and there. Like I had a couple, but I picked the pods that were on all these plants. But I overwintered a couple of them. The Apocalypse Scorpion, overwintered that. A 7-pot Primo Chocolate, and the Yellow Scorpion, right? Listen, so I grew those things. They produced in that second year like never before. And I even overwintered that same chocolate 7-pot plant again. I grew it last year, overwintered twice, so it was on its third time. And then I was going to overwinter it and grow it this year. So you would have seen that same plant this year. The problem was when I took it out of the pot it was in, there was mold, white mold. I've never seen that like that. And the roots were just tore up, man. And so I chucked it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to chance it. I don't want it to, whatever's going on with it, but anyways, talking about production, the way it produced was insane. The, um, the Apocalypse Scorpion plant pumped out pods like crazy. But that yellow scorpion, it was nuts, man. There was pods. I mean, there was pods this long and like this big around, almost the size of like a bell pepper on that plant. And it was the first one to produce too. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, this, um, yeah, that's just crazy, man. That is just nuts. Overwintering plants, I don't do it no more. I got tired of it. I had some problems. Like I said, my first year, I overwintered just those 3 plants. First time ever doing it. That was in 2021. I had 0 issues. Right? Next year, I overwatered some of my plants. Was it? Yeah, I overwatered some of them while they were in hibernation mode. And they got, like, you could feel the stem, you could feel the water, and it's done. You toasted it. But I still had something survive. I think it was that chocolate primo, yeah. And then the next year or next 2 years, I don't remember. Whatever I did, one year I ended up not giving the plants enough water. So I watched them, and the worst thing is it happened right in the beginning of March. The plants died. I made it all that time. I was pissed. But I was paranoid about the water thing before. So I give them water like once a week. You cut the roots down, you put them in a smaller pot, sterile soil, cut everything down, and they're just like a little rose bush. And I done it successfully. But yeah, last year, but I also failed. Last year I must not give them enough water because all of a sudden there was no more green on the stems. It was just everything was brown and it was dried out. So I don't have the space for that, and I don't mind. I germinate well and I get good production without overwintering. But man, if you got a spot, like if you got like a basement that stays, in the winter like 50, 60 degrees or something like that, and you got some space to do it, yeah, you can overwinter a whole bunch of stuff, and if you have the space and just keep it dormant. That's another thing. Why they think that what my plants had dried out was I had the heater in my office and like the natural what's in the building, and then also I had a little space heater, and I think it just was the air was just too dry. I think it was too dry, and I think it was too warm in there. And they say that can kill your overwintered plants, which I believe is true. The first year I had them against a window, not with the sun facing them, and then I put them in front of a window with sun, put them in a bigger pot with more soil and nutrients, and snipped everything just a little inch off of each stem, and it stimulated growth. And so they grew in just these bushes. It was insane, man. I love it. But yeah, they produce. So if anyone ever argues over this, I'll tell you from. I approve. They Kraken scorpions, nice. They do produce better the second year. The plants do. That's a fact, and I mean most growers will agree with that. But you do get some Karens that come in, and some negative Nancys that say it's not true, and I disagree with them. Now, when it comes to topping plants, do you get more produce off of topping them? I don't know. I don't think so. I topped my first year, topped and double topped. All my plants were either topped or double topped. And that was that was 22. 21 I didn't top anything. I tried to prune back a giant reaper freaking plant, but it ended up I ended up not getting the pods by the time it frosted. So 22, yeah. Let me see. Let me see this comment. Yeah, Dale, yeah, exactly. chocolate habanero, Douglas, and chocolate Primotalii. Dad, do it, man. You know, I haven't had a chocolate habanero in a while. I quite enjoy them actually. Um, Even when I didn't like chocolate pods, chocolate super hots, I've always loved the chocolate Fatali. Love that pepper and the chocolate habanero, chocolate scotch bonnets, stuff like that. So I do like, yeah, I like a lot more chocolate pods now. I just don't like the floralness of the super hots, but I'll get even past that for the, yeah, I think it's better to start over. I just don't want it. Man, I'm telling you, I need a break from them plants. There was a lot. I germinated my seeds like first week of January once, and they got too big, and the plants I was topping them, I had stuff everywhere, man. It was a nightmare taking care of all them plants. I raised 200 plants in my little apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. Gave 106 of them to my grower that I was with at the time. Then gave another, I think, 40 to my other grower who I've been partnered with. Then I grew what? 75 plants? Yeah, it was over 200 that I raised. Mm-mm-mm. Never again. This year, when I germinate, I'm going to germinate in February. I found that to be the sweet spot. I've done it later, which I wish I didn't. Well, I've done it mid-February, Valentine's Day. But I mean, you can, man. It doesn't matter, But I started all different times in January and February before. Here's the thing. I found about the first week of February is a good time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the second week. You're not going outside until April 15th, so your plant's going to be 2 months old. And all I'm doing this time is I'm just going to germinate enough for 2 of those trays with the little small. I'm not up potting again into up solo cups. Then it's up. I'm not doing none of that crap. I'm doing the small, like the ones that you can fit 18 in the tray. I already got some of them. I'm just going to have 2 trays. So that'd be 36 plants. That's more than enough for me. I think that's what I had this year. Let's see. No, I didn't even have 36 this year. I cut way down from what I think I had 50 last year. Every year I've been cutting down on the number of plants. I don't need them. I don't need that many. If I had a big yard or something, of course I'd have more. But this year I only had 18 plants out front, and then I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I only had 12 plants at the office altogether. 12 plants and then 18 plants here. So, yeah. Yeah, that's all. But next year, that's it. Just, I'm going to do a little bit, maybe the same amount probably, or maybe another extra plant or 2. I'm going to do Maldivian lemons. It's one of the peppers I'm going to grow next year that I haven't grown yet, that I've never grown. And I'm going to grow that son of a gun. And I don't know what else, the basic stuff. Too many new fancy crosses out there with fancy names. All right, Uncle Bokaw's going to get going.